And if we maybe Phil, if you want to start as per usual for Alex.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, Alex, hope you're doing well. Obviously, the squad's had so many COVID cases. Were you one of the ones who had it, or were you one of the lucky ones?
And I was one of the unlucky ones and had it, unfortunately. As you said, a lot of us had it, but look, now we're all through it, and I think we've been very lucky that the symptoms have been mild. So now it's just getting a bit of running back in the leagues and preparing as best as we can for the next game.
Yeah, because what's it been like being back at training this week? Like, how have you felt? Have you felt more kind of tired than you usually would, or have you kind of been able to kind of make a seamless transition back?
Yeah, look, there's definitely been a little bit of fatigue, but look, we've built in slowly, and I think that's been really, really good. And so far it's been, as I said, been really good. So hopefully we can continue on that and go into the game flying.
Yeah, because what did you guys kind of do during that week where you're isolated from everyone? When there's so many cases, was the team able to still kind of talk to each other through Zoom? Like, how do you guys kind of keep that connection throughout that week?
Most players, yeah, as you said, most players, look, we were speaking most days because most of us were stuck inside a room. I think that's really important to keep your brain working, and keep in contact with everyone well enough to do a little bit of a bike and do a little bit of a workout too, just to keep your body flowing. So yeah, in terms of keeping in contact, there was always, that was always happening because we're very close. So yeah, that was good. Yeah,
and just a final one before I pass on, because there's a few on the call. How easy is it to come back in on Monday, with so many, people who've had COVID, to prepare for a game on the Friday?
Say that again, sorry?
Like, how easy is it to, I don't know when you were back training, but Ufuk said, on Monday he had the full squad back. How easy is it to then quickly prepare for a game on Friday when so many people have been out ill?
Look, I think the most important thing for us is that we just take it day by day. We're all prepared because we're all professional athletes. So look, as soon as we're back on the training pitch, that's business for us. As I said, we're always in contact. We're looking at videos during our week off. So, we're prepared. And look, I think, as we all know, it wasn't a good thing to get the COVID, but I think, look, now that we've got that out of the way, we can now just focus purely on playing games and, just getting back to playing well.
Anyone want to step in?
Hey Phil, sorry, it's Narelle from NewsHub. I'll just quickly go before I let someone else go. Alex, are you kind of like trying to look at the positives from this break? I mean, what can you take away from it? The guys last week sort of said it's almost like a reset of the season.
Well, exactly that. We try to take the positive from every situation, and as you said, look, I think it was always going to happen, getting COVID, and I think we did very well to not get it for since we've been here. I think we were very lucky, but as you said, look, I think it's just been a good reset button. We were lucky enough to obviously get a great result against Melbourne City, and I think we thoroughly deserved that. And then a little reset button, and now we start fresh.
And speaking of fresh, I mean, I guess we can expect to see Hooper and Gal. It's almost like you guys have a full squad now for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, I think that's exciting. I think the 2 weeks that we've had it's almost been, we've been lucky in the sense that, players that have been away or players that have just come in now have had an extra few weeks just to, prepare themselves and, get ready. So we're really excited and we're looking forward to it.
And what are you expecting from the match on Friday?
A tough game for sure. I think it'll be important for us as a group to make sure that we come out and we get our second win as quick as possible. Obviously, we've been out for a few weeks, and so have they. So it's going to be a good game, and we're prepared. So we're looking forward to it.
Thanks, Alex. Good luck.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Alex. Michael Burgess here from the Herald. Before all this happened, how are you feeling about your season so far on a personal level?
Listen, I think for me personally, look, it's been a little bit up and down. We started well. I felt we started well as a group, and obviously personally, I thought I was doing okay, and then looked a little bit up and down, a little bit inconsistent. But I was happy that with the way I played against Melbourne City, obviously coming in and doing a job at centre back when there was a few injuries and a few players out with COVID. So, I'm trying to be better every day and trying to be the best version of myself, which has been frustrating because in a couple of games probably haven't been the best version of me. But look, at the end of the day, it's not from a lack of trying. I try my best every day. I try my best to be a leader, to be me, and I'm loving it every day. I'm loving the boys. We've got a good group, and they've all got my back. So it's been a challenge, but it's a challenge that I'm up for. So it's going to be a good year.
How have you found the whole captaincy experience, especially being captain of such as you said, such a young group?
Look, I think for me personally, I've had some great captains here at this club before me, and I've been very lucky enough to be with most of them. And look, we've got a young team, yes, but we've got an energetic team. We've got a very, very close-knit team. And look, I'm just taking it day by day, as I said, and just I feel really lucky to have this opportunity and this honour. And I really want to make my family proud.
And can I just ask, how was your COVID experience of having this bloody thing?
I was one of the lucky ones, and had relatively mild symptoms. The worst for me was probably the body aches, which most of the lads were pretty similar. I think the scariest thing is when you do a test and you find out you are positive, because obviously the media around it all has been pretty scary. But look, once you take it day by day and you're in there and you've got it and you realise there's no way around it, you just got to get through it. It's pretty smooth sailing.
Because as a sportsman, your health is pretty important. So I imagine it is a bit of a shock when you see that test result.
Yeah, look, it is, and look, health for everyone is important. I think just because we're athletes doesn't really make a massive difference. But of course, because it's a heart and lung sort of respiratory illness, I think it does take its toll, and it can take its toll if you're unlucky. And fortunately for us, we've been lucky so far that we've had no serious cases.
And the final one from me, your roommate, did he also have it? So it was pretty tricky in your apartment with the situation?
Again, I'm one of the lucky ones who's got his own apartment. So I had a week by myself, which is good and bad, I guess. So no, all good.
Okay. Thank you, Alex.
Cheers, mate.
Alex, Nigel from MediaWorks here. Even though they're experienced footballers, is there anything that Scott and Gail need to understand about being part of the Phoenix Football Club when they come in? And as the captain, are you the person that sort of has the responsibility of sort of talking about that with them? Yeah,
look, as you said, when you come here, we make sure that they're up to speed with the way we play as soon as they can. Gail, he actually speaks really well in terms of his English, and I've been spending a lot of time with him, and he's a really good guy, and just making them feel welcome, I think, is the most important, because they're good people and they're good players. You want to make people feel welcome because we are a family, and they fit in really well, and they've taken everything on board, and it's been really, really good.
What do you think those two players are going to bring to your side?
I think you said it, a bit of experience, which is always handy. And, look, from what we've seen, Gail's a very exciting attacking player. And, Scott's been here a few days now, and you can already see that he's a very, very good defender. And, look, the more they train and the more they play, it's just they're going to get better and better. So, it's really exciting.
Are they vocal players? And if so, does that ease a little bit or help you in terms of how you lead the team if they don't mind sort of raising the voice?
Look, Scott's very, very vocal. Gael, not so much, but he leads with his actions. He's always on the ball, so I think that's a good balance. But I've always said it since day one, even before I was the skipper. The more leaders in the team you have, the better. If you're 18, if you're 30, it doesn't make a difference. I think the more leaders we have on the field is only a bonus for the team, and they're both going to add that, so it's really, really good.
And just finally from me, you've got a lovely vibe going in the FFA Cup. How do you go about transferring that same positivity now into the week in, week out grind? At least we hope that's going to be the case now of the A-League campaign resumption.
Look, as you said, I think for us it's just important that we take every game the same. Yes, we're doing very well in the FA Cup, and we'd like to obviously go to the final and win it. But I think just transferring that, as you said, that energy and that excitement and that positivity into the league games should be an easy transition, because all games are very, very similar. And we want to do as well as we can, and obviously both. So I think now that we've had that good result, a little bit of a reset, I think the lads are really, really looking forward to getting back out there and playing.
Thanks, Alex.
Yes.
Hi, Alex. Harry Bartle here from the Football Sack. Just one question from me. Obviously, you mentioned you played centre back in the game against Melbourne City. Where have you been training this week? Has it been in the midfield or centre back, or a bit of both?
I've been training everywhere.
Sounds good.
I've just been training in midfield. But look, as I said, I'm happy to play anywhere. I always respect where the coach plays me, and I'll do as best as I can for the team.
Thanks, mate.
Can I just ask one more, Alex? When you mentioned before about kind of performances being up and down, what do you think you need to work on, or what has kind of Rufer been telling you, are the areas to kind of improve to get the best version of you, do you think?
I think for me, whenever I've been the best, or best version of myself, and has always been when I'm, demanding and always on the ball, and being very aggressive. I think, and also communicating, because when you communicate, you're always involved in the game, and it keeps you ticking over. So, look, as I said, it's been a little bit up and down, but look, it's not from a lack of trying. And look, as I said, the boys have my back. I've got all of their backs, and we've got a great group, and I'm really confident we're going to turn this season around, because we're here now. And look, all the players have been very, very good. And I think for us, it's now just taking it game by game and giving it the best we can and having a good crack.
Cool, thank you.
Any final questions? No, I think you're done. Thank you very much, Alex. Much appreciated. Thanks everyone for joining in.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.